The Neo-Reality Entertainment brand expands with a relaunch of the Neo-Reality Collective Pop Culture News Talk. Your host, Eric Brown, gives his insights and thoughts in the ever-expanding news world of comic books, professional wrestling, gaming, TV, and movies. Be sure to donate to the brand and keep up to date with additional content on YouTube channels such as Neo-Reality Entertainment, NRE The Wrestleverse, and NRE Pop Culture Omniversa.
Welcome everyone to Neo-Reality Collective. I am your host Eric Brown, and we're back again with the reviews. And finally, we're talking about Dark Crisis Issue 3 after several issues have already come out and a load of tie-ins. Yeah, we're probably screwed on that front. So, yeah, it's been a crazy ride. Heading into this event, especially when it got renamed at the halfway point. I do not know why they did that, but yeah, just a thing that we all didn't expect coming. So yeah, and in this issue we deal with the fallout of the attack on the Titans after Deathstroke laid siege to it, and Black Adam taking charge of the Justice League. So yeah, things are looking pretty bad, and yeah, several people are in fear after everything is coming, and it looks like the great darkness is coming to destroy and spread its tendrils across the all of multiverse. And Pariah is still crazy, but the Green Lanterns are on the case, so they're likely going to be screwed. So let's buckle down and see what's going on as we tune in to Dark Crisis issue number 3 and see what insanity is brought before us this time. Let's not waste any more time. Let's dig into Dark Crisis number 3 and see what the fallout is on. So we get some narration. People are scared. It isn't just that the Titans were attacked, it's that the Justice League didn't show up. After the Justice League died, it already felt like the end times, and now Deathstroke's army are on the hunt. Slade's warning is spreading, and that he'll kill anyone who tries to be a hero. Some are hanging up their capes. Others want to be with their friends and family. And we get the long-awaited debut of Red Canary, the most hyped-up character donning her costume. Yeah, that's it. That was totally worth it. And even those who still have hope feel guilty that he didn't do enough. Mr. Terrific said Garfield will live, but there's something wrong. They think the trauma from the attack did more damage than the bullet. And we get Don Troy revealed to be narrating this, so this for is the greatest comic of all time. Until we get a Don Troy miniseries ongoing. We've been attacked before, but something was different this time. Deathstroke wanted us to suffer, to break our spirit. Nightwing hasn't left Garfield's side since we brought him in. I hate that it's always something like this that gets us all together. Yeah, Barbara, I'm like, you're next to Starfire and you had an affair with Nightwing right before the wedding. I'm sure that's very awkward. So yeah, other members of the Bat family and the Titans are gathered together with Red Arrow coming in. If Superman had been a second late, we would be building a Nightwing statue in front of the Hall of Justice, Barbara. Yeah, especially, yeah, about that. Here's the thing I'm gonna say. When they have to replicate everything about Nightwing, including what the most popular thing people like to make jokes about, especially Harley Quinn, and what the fans like to portray as. But yeah. Signal comments about this whole debacle, saying we can't stay here long. Every C-list and D-list bad guys taking their shot, not just in Gotham. Whether Deathstroke told these low lives, they're acting like there's no tomorrow and they're just going for it. So Red Hood, who's been doing stuff in the pages of Task Force Z, is brought up with Red Arrow again, and he brings up saying, "Don't worry, brother, I remember, we'll find Leanne." And that's about it for that continuing plot thread. Just go to wherever Catwoman is. She'll know. Young Justice is missing. What? Didn't Cassie tell you? She took Red Tornado to find them. Ah, yes. Dark Crisis Young Justice that just has as many issues as surprisingly as the event itself. We have only one. And yeah, it's looking pretty bad. Starfire inquires, what happened to the other ones? The new Justice League. How many heroes have disappeared? Where's Robin? Damien's working with John Kent's team. Don't you mean Black Adam's team? Cyborg comments with snark. Chapter 3, Boot Camp. So, naturally, Black Adam is giving his commentary, saying, all your instincts are good, I'll give you that, but you're not experienced enough. The Dark Army that killed the Justice League is still out there, and you could be next. None of you are as heroic as those who have fallen before you. The Justice League shadows are so large that you are lost in them, which is why Deathstroke is winning. Deathstroke's army attacks and then teleports them before you can catch them. So there are alerts of attack on Kandak, Deathstroke's army stronghold in the west of Moscow, siege in progress in the Terrific Islands, fortified defenses in Hall of Justice, Metropolis citywide curfew in effect, Corporo, another company's fallen. As Deathstroke commentaries on this, we see panels upon panels of heroes fighting as much as they can, trying to save as much, with Harley Quinn and Killer Frost in space. We never see Harley Quinn again after this right now. It's happening across the world, and these attacks will never stop until Deathstroke has killed you all, because you are not willing to do what must be done. And naturally, he has Count Vertigo, who looks nothing like his Young Justice incarnation. So Deathstroke somehow caught him, and Supergirl naturally answers the inquiry, what the hell are you talking about, Black Adam? What did you do to Count Vertigo? What you need to the young Superman? Hold on, everyone, Dr. Light comments. Not the crazy one. We're talking about the rationally sane one, who I must remind everyone was around since the first Crisis, so she probably has more experience than everyone in this room. The only one who has second most experience, is Blue Beetle, in the DC universe at least, not the Charlton comics. And then maybe Black Adam in third. I like Blue Beetle number three over here, Jaime Reyes. I think he was Infinite Crisis, but I don't know what he did in Final Crisis. We should interrogate Vertigo. Perhaps he could tell us what the hell Slade is really planning. We don't need anyone to tell us Slade's plan. Damien protests, even though what happens later in the DC timeline that causes more confusion than answers, or where he goes ballistically insane and tries to kill Batman with a resurrected Alfred thanks to magic. Yeah, Mark Waid's right in that. We never get how this connects, and we don't know how this will make the sense when it's all resolved, and since that leads into the other event comic coming out next year, Lazarus Planet. Now that Slade has control over the secret society, he's acting like a general. This is far from the first time Slade has manipulated others to carry out his attacks, and now he has the whole army. They're all tools for him. It's just a numbers game. He's just throwing these losers at us non-stop like cannon fodder to wear us out before the real attack comes. Slade doesn't care because he knows we will never kill them, and that is why we should. Oh boy. Hang Count Vertigo's dead body in front of the Hall of Justice as a warning to Deathstroke and his ilk. You need to stop. I did not ask your permission, boy. Hey, stop. So, naturally, John Kent has laser eyes to showcase his intimidation, and Black Adam is naturally perplexed. Like, there's this young punk who got artificially aged up, thanks Bendis, and now is taking on the role of Superman, and he's having the balls to stand up to him. But that lasts only a moment. Whoa, we all need to slow down a minute and talk out our next moves. Aquaman says, not Arthur Curry, he's, quote, dead in another universe. This is Jackson Hyde, aka Aqualad in the Young Justice show, and who would also become Aquaman in the Young Justice show. Our next move is obvious. We need to make sure our families are protected. Knowing Slade, that will be his next move. I know I'm the new kid here. I've only been around since Infinite Crisis. I don't know if I have any experience. But this is all we do? Fight battles? Don't we save lives too? Help people? Once Hal and Wally find the Justice League are dead! You didn't see what I saw! I was the only one left standing after Pariah's army attacked. This is what must be done. We are at war, and you're still waiting for Mommy and Daddy to take care of you. Adam, this is your last warning, but you are the adults now. As Count Vertigo's head starts to squeeze a little bit, and silently, weakly pleads, please. Only for Wonder Girl to come in. No, not Cassie, the other Wonder Girl, Yara Flor, are commenting, I only see one person acting like a child. Yara, you challenged me? I don't even know you, dude. And Black Adam naturally takes offense to this. You are all a waste of my time. I'm so pissed I'm throwing my cape out. Wait. So Supergirl gives her plan, saying, I'll take Count Vertigo to the brig, but then I'm going to get Lois and the Kents to a safe location, John. I gotta return to Atlantis. You know, my Justice League used to laugh more. I need to go see my family. They're worried about me. And the group departs with very downtrodden expressions. Was it something I said? I thought you did after what happened to the Titans. I want to help, to join your little Justice League. There is no Justice League. Damian, your pessimistic reality of everything is very, very much needed right now, isn't it? Punk. Dude, Black Adam is right. Pennyworth used to ramble all sorts of idioms. He loved to say, it's always darkest just before the dawn, young Damian. He didn't say that part of the line. I just want to interpret that's what Alfred would say. But I think we have yet to reach that darkness. And when we do, we won't be ready for it. How can you be so, realistic? I can't believe you right now. We need hope. That's what the Justice League does. It gives hope. Well, maybe that's why they died. And naturally, the brooding begins until the interruption happens. Sorry to interrupt, but if there's no Justice League, how about a society? Oh yeah, I've been wanting to ask, where the f*** have you been? Yeah, we never got an answer for that. Like, in the Stargirl one-shot, we were being told there was going to be a time travel adventure by Jeff Johns, and it would lead to basically someone trying to hurt a lot of people, specifically the Justice Society, and we never got an explanation for what happened after that because Jeff Johns has been busy, actively setting himself on fire in the Warner Media department before this company was sold in the merging with Discovery. God damn it. So, yeah, we never got an update on that, and he's been also working at Image Comics, still surreal despite everything that's come out about him. So, yeah, he comments about... So Alan Scott reveals he's offering the help, which still makes me also wonder, where the hell have you guys been? Like, why weren't they here at the beginning of all this? Why is Power Girl not even helping? Like, she should know this, as she's a multiversal anomaly for the most part. From like 5 crises ago. We'd love to help if you young people don't mind some old-timers lending a hand. And who are you calling old, Alan? These kids should come to us for the start. Yeah, no shit. Hopefully we're not too late. Deathstroke, you have a mission. You must create a crisis. Get out of my damn head. Hey boss, look what we have found trying to sneak in. Leave us. You come to kill me? Ravager. As we see Ravager kneeling before him, albeit forcibly, after she was shoved to the ground nearly. See, I thought you already were dead. Sorry to disappoint you, daughter. If you were that sorry, you just end yourself. Adeline, Wintergreen, and Joseph have gone into hiding. Even I knew I wouldn't tell you. Even if I knew I wouldn't tell you. You've always been broken, Slade, but all this is a new low. After everything I've seen, we've seen, superheroes, supervillains, it's all a mistake. Is this because of Respawn? And you barely knew him. Respawn. Yeah, that happened during the events of Shadow War, where King Brion lost his mind and tried to kill everybody. Even in the comics, they gotta turn him into a villain, though this time he's more willing to do it, whereas the other one has no mental choice in the matter, and it's just being edged onto the dark side. By mind control. When are you gonna finally take responsibility for your own actions and stop blaming others? That is exactly what I've been doing, which is why I'm not hanging out with the Titans and I tried to kill you and, put myself in the position where I'm in. So, I'm clearly taking responsibility. The Justice League have died and it was just a matter of time before one of these punks tried to pick up the torch. And I will be the one to cut off the hand that reaches right. Oh wait, that was Slade talking about the blaming up, about exactly what he's been doing. Sorry. Once you here with me, Rose, you will be my legacy. And Rose, aka Ravager, is actually concerned now, even calling Slade Dad. Dad? What? What is wrong with you? I have become something bigger. The darkness speaks to me. And naturally she kicks him when he said that, saying, "Stay away from me, boss!" Perfect timing. And Slade vomits black goo out of him. I think I know how to start a crisis. And so the scene ends with the villains, Prometheus especially, aka the Leanne-killing supervillain, because he's a man for that, in that awful miniseries, screaming out in pain, saying, "Please stop, make it all stop," as Ravager watches on in horror. So we get to Sector 666, because subtle. Well, because the Black Lantern Corps is there, even though theoretically, if the Bible is to be taken seriously on this front, it should be 616, but then we would go with the Marvel conundrum. So all hell would break loose after that. So anyways, we get Guy Gardner's insightful commentary. I hate this place. Yeah, naturally I would expect that. Why bring the whole Corps out here, Hal? Black Adam said that Necron, or something like Necron, was with Pariah's Dark Army. The Guardians always suspected that Necron was connected to something bigger. That big restored or Black Lantern over there proves it. I believe this will lead us directly to Pariah. I'm gonna check it out solo. So, yeah. Says the Corps has decided to just stand back, save for two, and I'm trying to wonder, hey, Jessica Cruz, weren't you still a Yellow Corps though? When did you turn back? Like, I could be wrong, I haven't read the Green Lantern comics in a while. So, yeah, Kyle Rayner and Joe go ahead and say, like hell you are, you bailed me out and you expect me just to chill? I thought we were partners. If we're not back in 24 hours, destroy the Black Lantern. So he doesn't protest this decision, but if anything comes out and it's not us, we'll light them up. The Corps is going to be the first line of defense to save the multiverse. Ready. No fear, right? So Hal Jordan touches the black goop of Black Lantern energy, and naturally they go through metamorphosis transformations as they fall through the portals, turning into grotesque zombies of the Black Lantern Corps. Hal Jordan even spotting multiple rings in homage to his villain turn, with a comment from the darkness. I hoped it would be you. The fearless, like me. The great Hal Jordan would understand. Where's the Justice League, Pariah? Gone. The heroes of Zero are special. Each of you was a world unto yourself. I can use that to rebuild the multiverse. How do I say this delicately? See, this is the thing I'm having a question about this whole event. don't we have the multiverse again? The omniverse? Like, they've acknowledged all of it up to this event, that the omniverse does exist, we just don't see it. So, what the hell's going on, and how is this happening, and how does Pariah not seem to know this, and where the hell is the Overmonitor, because he's still alive. Last we saw, he was screaming about how the crisis is here, in a prison cell, but he's still alive. We never saw him die. In fact, where are you even getting, why are you wearing the Anti-Monitor suit that's been outfitted to your colors? The Anti-Monitor still exists, he's still alive, or Morbius as he's now called, because it's Morbin time, and we need to get dated memes on that front. I got a question, where is he? Shouldn't he also be here for this? Because, how do I say this delicately? Oh, I got it. This is a crisis event, and if the characters are alive, where the hell are they? If this is called a direct sequel? No answer? Got it. Your home, Hal Jordan. Coast City was destroyed. Do you remember the lengths you went to get it back? That wasn't me. I mean, like, it was me, but then Jeff Johns came in and saved my ass, so, yeah. But you still got it back, didn't you? With a wave of a hand. Soon a new crisis will pull me and my dark army to your world, where I can use the rest of the heroes to restore what was lost. The great darkness would rather this all go away, or return to nothing, but I keep its power under my control. You sure it's not controlling you, hotshot? You dare suggest I cannot master the darkness? I mean, like, you were convinced after 2 attempts, and that swayed your opinion over to, well, I'll do it. Yeah, see, what they're gonna reveal later on in this makes even further no sense, because from what the Justice League Road to Dark Crisis indicated, the darkness just basically said, come on, build your death machine. No. Come on. Okay. So, like, okay. And Hal Jordan then comments, damn right I do, summoning the Green Lantern Corps Justice League. I've only known 2 people that wear that armor you're wearing right now. I wouldn't call them friends. I mean, like, Superboy Prime was an ally at the end, and he died, we think. We don't know. We never saw him again, so we assume he's dead. But, Dark Pariah goes ahead and just waves his hand and says, your will is broken, Jordan. From this darkness, this will come a better multiverse. Kyle, Joe, keep up. I'm going in. Keep the pressure on. What are you doing? As they continue to bow. Let's see how far down this rabbit hole I could go. Shoot. As he grasps onto the Green Lantern world. Never felt anything this powerful. Don't touch my worlds! No! Don't mess with my toys! As he rushes over to try and catch him, as Hal Jordan realizes something about these worlds. These are not worlds, Pariah. The Great Darkness is not just using the Justice League to restore your multiverse. It's turning them into weapons! And he explodes into disintegration particles. And then reforms. Wait, what? What the hell? Kyle? Joe? My ring is gone. But maybe I can borrow one? Holy cow. As he sees a massive city that is all Green Lantern constructs, until a knife comes after him. Holy cow. That was just a warning shot. You are not welcome on this world. This is Sector John Stewart. Sector what now? Meanwhile, Black Adam, after having thrown his cape on the floor like a baby at the Halls of Justice, he decides, okay, I'm here. Are you aware of what has happened? Deathstroke is out of control, yes. The heroes left behind don't understand. They didn't see what I saw. The Justice League is never returning. I say this, even though there are multiple news outlets coming out that confirm they are returning. I thought I could push the young heroes to do what needed to be done. They are too concerned with hope. I believe it is time for doom. So the comic ends with, let's see, Punchline. Oh yeah, I'm sure she'll be a vital threat against the Great Darkness. Manta, the Rogues, Cheetah, Vandal Savage, Scarecrow, Sinestro. Oh yes, I'm sure Scarecrow's going to use his chemical toxins to do that. I'm sure. Hey, where's the Joker now that you think about it? If Punchline's here. No answer? Got it. He's off doing things with another Joker, probably. So, the comic ends with the next issue teasing Deathstroke versus the Legion of Doom. So, that was the entire event of issue 5. It's alright. Yeah. If you've been reading both Judgment Day of the Marvel side and Dark Crisis is much more slower paced than Avengers Eternals X-Men story of Judgment Day and what happens at that event, which we will be getting back to. But yeah, ultimately it's alright. Like, the action's gonna pick up 2 issues later, but still, they still gotta get the pieces to set aboard in the near halfway point and change the game. But yeah, overall the artwork continues to be awesome, with Daniel Sampere's artwork and Sanchez's colors. It's just really good and dynamic in its own way. The colors are also making it look pretty. But yeah, we start to get more of the characters rounding up, the eventual Justice League Future State team to round up. We still don't see I Am Batman of Tim Fox, so we'll see him probably in the tie-ins. He hasn't shown up yet after issue 1, so we'll see. Also, like I said, the big confusing stuff that's going on with DC now, like, I keep fearing that we're gonna get another death metal event kind of lead in, like everything before is all messed up and it's more like a big time wibbly wobbly timey-wimey stuff, and we're gonna be confused in the process, so we'll have to see where that mess goes. So stay tuned for this last ad break and outro, and we'll see you all again next time. Peace and take care. This is your host, Neo Reality Collective, Eric Brown, and stay tuned for more.
Be sure to donate to the brand and keep up to date with additional content on YouTube channels such as Neo Reality Entertainment, NRE The Wrestleverse, and NRE Pop Culture Omniversa.